We do hope that you enjoyed that. We'll be playing it a little bit later in the program. We're going to come back with Terry, and Michael and Terry will have some reflections just about our experiences with Carter and you know, some of the things that you all witnessed, so, and some of the background stories of that. But right now we'd like to move on. We do want to mention really quickly that this is normally where you would see us sitting with Doc Pritchett, but Doc Pritchett is doing something with his church this evening.
Yep.
So we graciously said,
look, I told him, Sean, I said, look, you take as much time as you need for your church, because I'm not about to get in trouble with the Lord.
Your time every other Sunday evening, please feel free.
Yeah.
So we do want to say hi to Doc and Mrs. Pritchett, and they're here with us also in spirit. So
absolutely.
This is our In the Upper Room, You Are Future Artist segment, and Michael is holding a piece of work from the person we'll be listening to shortly.
I'm holding, Shauna, a CD. I want to thank our guests and future artists and featured artists. Torraize Posey, he gave me this CD. It's, let's see, The Jazz Man, Torraize Posey. Let's see if the camera can catch that. Don't get my fingers, because I ain't get a manicure or nothing like that. Whoa! All the way live. Here it is. Got it? There it is. Okay, that's
and
The Jazz Man.
With that, we would like to, I'm sorry, go ahead.
Let me say the title.
Go ahead, yeah, just say the title.
Okay, Blues and Jazz, Volume 1.
Volume 1.
Can
You
put that
won't, oh, sure, I'll put it over here.
Thank you.
Hey.
How you doing?
Very nice to meet you.
Nice meeting you.
Thank you very much for coming on.
My pleasure.
Sorry we dropped your CD.
That's okay.
It was an accident.
We'll be the first one.
Tell us a little bit about yourself, Torraize.
I work with Harry Spencer. Been with him for 2 years. Work at Kimberly Clock.
How long have you been playing sax?
Been playing for over 30 years.
Okay.
But I just came back to play, start reading again and getting back into it.
Now that's interesting, because that's something that's near and dear to our hearts. When someone who had artistic tendencies, or, you know, kind of got away from their art and then got back into it, that's something that we tend to focus on here.
Okay.
So tell me about that. Why did it go away a little bit, and what made it come back?
Well, I'm originally from Charles County, Maryland, and I was doing a couple of nightclubs down there with different bands or whatever. When I moved up here, I pretty much had to find myself.
Okay.
So wasn't too much going on at that time. So then I was just playing my basement. So I kept blowing, but I wasn't doing much with it. So I started playing in the church, and kept it going. So.
Okay. What?
Go ahead.
I was just going to say, you know, it's interesting because I once stepped away from my visual art for about 4 years. Strange thing happened though. This is what convinced me that, you know, not trying to sound conceited or anything, but it did convince me that my artistic ability is a gift from God, because even though I was not drawing for 4 years, when I picked up the pencil, my talent had advanced. And
that's amazing.
And I drew a picture, and I said, who did this? You know, and so, you know, these are gifts.
Yes.
And we can't take them lightly. That's
No, can't.
How did you meet Harry and begin working with him?
Through a friend, and she was telling me he was a saxophone player and whatever. And he gave her my number. So Harry called me, and I'm like, I'm not ready for no band. I just do me right now. And I took it a long thought, and I gave Harry a call. We talked, and I said, well, let me check it out. Once I got there, I was hooked.
Yeah, I know that's right.
I was hooked.
Harry's like Ellis Island. You know what I mean?
Everybody flocks to him. Exactly.
He's Wilmington's own version of Ellis Island.
Go ahead.
And now I can't put my horn down.
That's good.
I'm on a mission.
So what is your mission? What are you looking forward to?
Well, to be the best I can. I know this is a gift from God. And my thing is, I'm going to go as far as I can go, as far as He allowed me to go. And I know it was from Him, because it wasn't for me meeting Harry. It was a coincidence.
Right.
It wasn't like we knew each other. So once I met Harry, I knew I was back in the game.
All right.
And at that time, when I first met her, I was going through a lot. I mean, I was going through, and I was in prayer a lot, this and that, and Harry was encouraging me every day. Every time I come into class, I get some encouragement. Next thing I know, I'm doing shows and doing CDs.
Yeah.
I said, wait a minute, who am I?
Right.
What's going on?
Right. Exactly.
And now I'm playing for the church.
Awesome.
The church name is Eternal Hope and Glory.
Okay.
Been there for 2 years.
Is that in Delaware?
And it's in Chester.
Oh, it's in
Okay.
Chester.
Yeah,
Okay.
yes.
Okay.
And I'm just having a ball.
Man,
Loving it.
You know, when he restores us, see, because sometimes we get broken down only to be rebuilt
Yes.
better and stronger. And
Exactly.
he does that, man. I say, once God dusts us off and we get our footing back, man, it gets better and better, or as Mr. Brown says, gooder and gooder.
Yeah. I'm a witness to that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Amen.
Harry, go ahead.
No, I said amen.
Oh, Harry, tell us a little bit about your work with Torraize and give us your impressions.
Well, sometimes I think he thinks I'm a pain in the butt.
You.
Because I really stay on you. Well, I really, I won't let you get away with nothing. I mean, if you're not, I want you to be the best. Be the best. I want to stay on you. So sometimes I say to him, I said, you should get tired of me. He said, no, I don't. He said, no, I just want to get better. So
Yeah.
what I do, I really stay on people. I try to get the most I can get out of a person.
Right.
And this guy here has really come like a long ways, man. I mean, he's like one of my better students,
Yeah.
And so I figured he's gotten this far in that amount of time. What's he gonna be like by the time he gets to the next year? You know what I mean?
Exactly.
All I can do is get better, man. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So the whole thing, man, is like it's all about being spiritual, and that's where I'm at. I had to go from the spiritual side of the thing.
Right.
Yep.
That's where I'm at, So I maintain a large amount of spirituality.
Exactly.
We're in, not like most people, mine is connected to nature. The outdoors. But a lot of people are like, I'm from the city, but I'm connected to I'm really connected to the outdoors. And that's where I draw all my spirituality from. And Mike knows.
Yes, indeed. Yes,
that.
indeed.
And I think that what that is to me is that it's the purest level of communicating with my higher power.
Yeah.
It's nature, because man cannot make a tree, man cannot make the sun,
Right.
he cannot make the ocean or the river, but God can make those things.
Yeah.
So that's my gift
Right.
from God, is that I got this gift, but my major gift is that I'm connected to the outdoors.
I never knew that about you, Harry. That's great.
Yeah.
Yeah. Shauna, I know we're going to hear Torraize do his thing in a minute, but Harry tells it like it is. I remember, 22 years ago, when I decided to get a new walk in life and didn't know in which direction to go. I met this dude from Harlem named Harry Spencer in 1988, and I liked his style. I liked his free spirit, and I said, I'm going to hang with this dude. I stuck to Harry like glue until I figured out how to live a positive life.
That's awesome.
Yeah, wherever he went, I went. If he played here, I went. If he went fishing here, I went. And pretty soon, man, I started to enjoy life again. And I watched and saw how committed he was to his craft. So I rededicated myself to my own. And I got better as a result of Harry's influence. So God put Harry here for a reason, just like he put Anthony here for a reason,
Yes.
just like you're here and you're here and I'm here.
Okay. Well, we are going to go to a short break. We're going to let you get set up over in Studio B, which is just across it's not
Right.
really a different studio.
Right.
All right. So we're going to let you get set up, and then we'll hear from Torraize Posey. Really quickly, where can people purchase this?
It'll be in the Tri-State Mall
Oh, okay.
in a couple weeks.
Okay. Fantastic, because I'm sure that after you hear it, you'll want to know where you can get your own copy.
And thank you for that.
No problem.
Stay tuned. We'll be right back with Torraize Posey. And right now you're going to see another promo that was made by Michael for our In the Upper Room, You Are a Future Artist, or in this month's case, You Are Featured Artist. We'll be right back.